Tend the garden and do as ye will. Hello, I'm Saul Falcone, and welcome to the Hanging Gardens of Babalon, a Thelemic temple. Now come, let us take a look back for a moment. From before Era Nove, let us look back upon a mystery lost to the sands of time, a myth from aeons past, a legend from ancient Babylon, that King Nebuchadnezzar II, seeing his beloved wife Amytis, sadly longing for the lush plants of her homeworld, Medea. Seeing this, it is said that King Nebuchadnezzar set upon a monumentous act of love and built and grew unto his beloved queen a lush and vibrant botanical gardens, so breathtaking that it was named as one of the seven wonders of the ancient world, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Plane flying overhead. Yet, no ruins or artifacts have been excavated, which the academic and anthropological community has recognized as definitive evidence of the existence of the ancient Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Also, there has been speculation that the Hanging Gardens were instead in Nineveh, yet we cannot know for certain if they ever existed. Like so much from aeons past, the truth has been forgotten, lost to the sands of time, and only scattered fragments of knowledge of what was remains. Yet therein is certain beauty, for it is a tale of an act of love whose actuality is in itself a mystery. And now, in the Aeon of Horus, it is my true will and life's work to rebuild the ancient Hanging Gardens of Babylon as a botanical gardens and temple to my beloved goddess, the earth, the goddess Babalon, and a temple to the Thelemic gods and goddesses of the new Aeon, and a lush, vibrant, beautiful botanical gardens. While the Hanging Gardens of Babylon is a Thelemic temple, what I meant to say earlier, I am relaunching the Hanging Gardens of Babylon this year in the Dokosade of the Hierophant in the year of the Hierophant, and relocating the Hanging Gardens of Babalon to a tropical paradise called Florida. There's another plane overhead. As I was saying, while the Hanging Gardens of Babalon is a Thelemic temple, there is also another division which is completely secular, that being the Hanging Gardens Horticulture Guild. Now, the guild has many purposes, not only to garden and grow the plants and generate revenue, but also to empower its members with a true guild, complete with internal workers' councils and an apprenticeship. The Hanging Gardens as a whole and all of its branches is an inclusive organization. The Hanging Gardens does not discriminate based on race, ethnicity, gender identity, or sexual orientation. And while the Hanging Gardens of Babalon is a temple, and certain events do require religious affiliation and or initiatory status, there have always been many events which do not require religious affiliation. As well, the guild is open to all, regardless of religion or lack thereof. The Hanging Gardens of Babalon is a unique expression of Thelema, which will continue to evolve as the gardens grow. The Hanging Gardens of Babalon has a special application of the law of Thelema. The law of the Hanging Gardens of Babalon is, tend the garden and do as ye will, which is to say that you are free to pursue your own will. Yet remember to tend the garden. Tending the garden being a metaphor for tending to your own personal needs. And tending to the earth, taking care of the earth, and respecting those around you, and tending to those whom you call your fellows. The Hanging Gardens has many purposes. I have written a manifesto titled Manifesto 156. Though it is a very poetic and idealistic and somewhat vague manifesto, it does get the point across. That manifesto can be found at the Facebook for the Hanging Gardens, Gardenia Babalon Facebook profile. There is a website, hanginggardensof.babalon.com. Babalon the goddess, not Babylon the ancient city. As I said before, I am relaunching the Hanging Gardens. The Hanging Gardens prototype, Pi Delta Eta, existed at my former townhome, where I ran the Hanging Gardens and hosted many seasonal rites and festivities and other events. As well, the guild was ran out of the Hanging Gardens, which employed volunteers, resident gardeners, and paid employees. I also obviously grew lots of lush gardens at the Hanging Gardens. I ran the Hanging Gardens. Another plane. I ran this Hanging Gardens out of my townhome until the property was sold out from under me. The Hanging Gardens of Babalon has since laid dormant for over 4 years, and I am very excited to be relaunching this year and relocating the Hanging Gardens to Florida. I will be bringing together this time my years of experience and knowledge in the fields of horticulture, bartending, banquet service, and event hosting. And I am excited to not only be hosting exciting and profitable events as a business, but also to host the temple and rites of the gardeners of Babalon. The Hanging Gardens not only empowers its members by teaching them the craft of gardening, but also teaches them the craft of magic to the allegory of the craft of gardening. I am excited to be relaunching, and I look forward to growing lush gardens unto Babalon and to bringing forth the light of the new Aeon unto the world. The Hanging Gardens of Babalon relaunching this year, as I have declared upon day XVII, the day of the Empress, in the holy season of the year of the Hierophant, in the Dokosade of the Hierophant. In the name of light, life, love, and liberty, tend the garden and do as ye will. I'm Saul Falcone. Welcome to the Hanging Gardens of Babalon.